Hello everyone and welcome. Allison here, and today I'm going to be making a seafood boil. So I've got some red and gold potatoes. They're small, so I'm not going to cut them unless they're really big, but usually they're all about usually they're all about the same size. So get this open. I'm only going to use maybe half of each. So, I mean, you can see they're pretty small. Oops, I'm sorry, I keep bumping you guys. And I'm just going to put them in, let's see if I can bring you up to see. I'm just going to put them in this pot right here. Okay? Alright, so let's get them in there. We'll put about, there's only 3 of us, so we'll put about 10 of each. Now these golden potatoes are actually quite bigger than the red, so I might cut these ones in half. That way they'll all cook equally. So okay, so that's good. A couple more of those. Alright, and then I'm going to add a couple of onions. I need to sharpen my knife, and every time I cut, the table shakes, and so does the camera stand. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to leave these pretty chunky. I don't want them super small. So I'm just going to kind of cut it in half and in 4s like that. So, pretty chunky. Okay, do the next one. I am going to add 2, I think, because they're not very large onions, so let me chop up the next one and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to add about 6 cloves of garlic and 6 peppers. Again, this is optional. As far as the garlic goes, I'm just going to crush it like that and throw it into the pot. The peppers, I'm just going to pull the ends off and throw it in the pot just like that. So we'll rip those off. See if I can't do this without shaking the camera. Okay. Okay, so I've got some smoked beef sausage here, and I'm going to just cut them in some bite-sized pieces. Well, my husband's sized. Okay, now we're going to add that to the pot. Now I'm going to let this boil until the potatoes are almost done, and then I'm going to add this beauty, and I'll show you that when I'm done. Okay? Oh, no, wait, I forgot. Forgot the second most important thing. Corn! Now normally I don't buy frozen corn. I like it fresh, but it's not in season right now, so what can you do? So I just got some organics, corn on the cob, super sweet yellow. So going to add some of these. I guess the nice thing about this is it's already washed and cut for you, you know, so that kind of makes it good. So I'm going to add all of those in, because Mama just loves me some corn. Alrighty, so there we go. And I will be back when it comes to a boil. Okay, so while I've got that going, I'm going to add my seasonings in here so I can just put it in the water when it's about to come to a boil. So we're going to go with some of the Johnny seasoning salt. And honestly, this is really about taste. I think I need to take this out. There we go. Now you can kind of see what it looks like. So about that much. I don't know, maybe a tablespoon and a half. I love this peppercorn. I usually get the chef's styled peppercorns, but this one is really good. So I'm going to put a few of those in, about like that, and then some chicken flavored broth mix. I'm going to add that. This one I am going to measure because it's got a lot of salt in it. So because of how much we've got and how much seafood we got, I'm going to use, I don't know, like a good over helping tablespoon of that. This is my garlic powder that I told you I make from my own garlic. I'm going to use a good helping tablespoon of that. And honestly, these are really just kind of how you want to do it. You know, flavor's really what you want. Smoked paprika. About a tablespoon of that. The onion powder. Again, about a tablespoon. I mean, because I got a lot of seafood. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 pounds plus a 3-ounce lobster tail, so I got quite a bit. I'm also going to add just a little bit of this to put some kick to it. Now if you want it spicier, you can add some cayenne or Tabasco or something. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to add this to my water when it's just about to a boil, and then we will be right back. Okay, so I'm going to cut 2 lemons. Um, Half of the lemon I'm going to save to eat with the seafood, and then the other halves are going to go into what do you call it? The boil, the seafood boil. So I'm just going to cut them into some wedges because I really don't feel like squeezing it in there. I need to sharpen my knife. Seriously need to sharpen my knife, my gosh. Alright, so I got that. Like I said, I'm going to save the other half to eat with the seafood. Okay, excuse me. Now we're going to put this in with the boil, and then I will show you once everything's in there and going. Okay, so I've got the lemons and the seasonings. You can see the peppercorns and the onions and all that. Oh, that looks so divine. And it's going to get even better once we put the seafood in there. So I'm going to let this cook until the potatoes are not all the way done, but about halfway done. So it shouldn't take long, about 10 minutes. And then we will be back and we will put the seafood in. Okay, so we are back, and I'm going to get everything put in here that's going to take the longest. So we've got the lobster. I know a lot of people like to cut down here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it whole. It's pretty small. So in goes that beautiful lobster. Now everything that I'm putting in here is already pre-rinsed and washed. We got some yummy crawfish. Some of these are amazing. I mean, look at this beauty. Ooh, that's going to be some good eats. So I got to ask you, do you guys like eat the heads of the crawfish? Like, you know, like suck it out, like with the shrimp too? I have never done that, but I've seen like a lot of people actually do it. And I don't know, like, I kind of want to try it, you know, because apparently it's supposed to be amazing, but you guys let me know down below in the comments if you guys have ever done it and if it's really good or not. And don't forget the little claws that come off because they're amazing. And then I've got some, again, washed snow crab. I was going to do king crab, but oh my, this time it was like, oh, how much was it? $30 a pound, and I was like, for the king crab, the Alaskan king crab. Oh, it was crazy. Alright, so we're going to get those put in there. And now we got some, look at these beauties, some jumbo shrimp. So we're going to throw those in. Oh, look at this that tried to get away. Look at that claw. That's going to be some good eats right there. I'm telling you. Oh, some yummy eats. Alrighty, so there we go. Let's stir this up a little bit. Actually, let me add some more water. There. Alright, there we go. So, now I can stir this a little bit and get everything put in here. I don't want the shrimp to be, like, at the bottom because it's going to be less time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cover it with the lid just so it can come back to a boil again. I'm only going to let it cook for about 12 minutes or so, just long enough for the lobster and that. The lobster is the only thing that's not cooked, but everything else, well, and the shrimp, but the shrimp really only takes a couple of minutes. That's why I want it on top. So maybe 12 minutes, I don't know, we'll see. I might even take the shrimp out sooner. So, alright, be back when it's all done and I will show you what it's like. Alright. Okay, so here's the finished. Oh, look at these beauties. So we got the crawfish, the crab, the potatoes, the sausage. Oh. Yeah. And then, I think oh, there we go. And there's the lobster right there. And, of course, the shrimp. Just got some regular melted butter here. I made, some sesame, I don't know if you dressing or dip. That's really good. I did try to make a video of these, but unfortunately I forgot to turn the mic on, so I'll just have to redo it if you want to see how I do it. And then this is my spicy Asian butter. So don't look too great, but it's good. And that's it. And of course we got our shell bowl here to put the shells. But anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.